Hello, welcome to Formosa Wild Camping, where I invite you to join me on an expedition into a subtropical jungle of northern Taiwan. This is the Fushan area, which is about 10 miles south of Wulai. Today we are going on an expedition down this trail here behind me. This is the Hapen Historic Trail. So we're going to walk about 6 miles through some fairly dense and wild jungle, crossing rivers to a base camp which I know part way along the trail. This trail is actually about 20 miles long and extends all the way to Ilan. So let's go and take a look. Let's get started. It's a long way to go. Hello chaps. I'm on the trail now with my friend, and we're going to set up a base camp several miles down this valley. I'll show you the river later. It's an incredible turquoise colour. It's quite astonishing. So there's going to be quite a lot of river crossing, river tracing in this expedition. This area is quite wild. It's traditionally used by the Atayal people, I think you say it, and they're the Aboriginal tribe in this area who traditionally go hunting and travelling across these mountains. Before the Japanese era, they used to have painted faces as part of their custom. It's hard to see now. I don't expect to see many people on this trail. It's the middle of the week, so we'll see. I'm just river crossings are the main issue, the biggest challenge on this trip. Alright, let's carry on. I'll talk to you later. Hello there, this is the first river crossing. So there used to be a log bridge, or a twin log bridge, just on that embankment there. Appears to have disappeared now, washed down into the river. So I'm going to have to climb up here. Looks very, very hard. There's a trail over to there. Right, let's give it a try, see how we get on. Oh, yes. Hello chaps, you can see my backpack here. For a 3-day expedition, weighs about 40 pounds. It's really heavy. So exploration of the jungle can often lead to some unexpected occurrences, such as the trail being closed. Alternative routes have to be explored. So no matter how much planning one does, it's really on the day that the truth is revealed. Maybe the trail is being swept away by a typhoon or an earthquake and closed off. So this is the case here. I'm taking an alternative route now off the Hapen historic trail, which is closed. So let's explore down here and see what we find. Right, somewhere I have never been before. It's going to be interesting. Seem to be a few places for pitching a tent here. I think there's definitely a possibility. Oh, so look at this. Tree has collapsed here. Right. It's quite a nice area. It's not very far above the river Fushan. Let's see where it goes to. Let's explore. Very spontaneous. Oof. Oh, there's a streamer. I'm on an actual real trail, not one of my own. Oh, this rope is not quite the ticket, too thin. Seems to be a rope all the way to the bottom. I say, this is jolly hard work. I made the rope a bit thicker. Oh. Well, it's midday. I think it's time for a spot of tiffin, don't you? Certainly earned it. And some liquid refreshment. How about tipping down there? A rather splendid rock. See if I can find my way down. Delicious cheese sandwich. I need it. Fabulous. So these expeditions don't always go to plan. So that's delicious. That'll give me energy to continue to the base camp. I'll talk to you when I'm down there by the river. All the way from up there, just have some rock slabs, these footholds. Can't see where it is going. Oh gosh. Oh, so steep as Billio. This is why hiking equipment Taiwan needs to be very tough. Won't have any mamdy-pamdy ultra light equipment out here. Wouldn't last one trip. Well, oh look at this. Almost at the river. Okay, might need 2 hands for this. Down here at the river, Durston, spectacular, very fast flowing river, and these high mountains, really very green, blue. Look at this. I'd rather feel like having a swim in there. That would be refreshing. Also some sort of a base camp possibility just there. But there's a very deep water here. So do you think we can get across from here to here? I'm not sure, chaps. Looks like sticky wicket, really. Huge fish in there. Would be rather spectacular if I could do it. I don't fancy going back up the mountain to my second choice of base camp. Well, let's have a look around and see what we find. Heading around that deep blue pool of water down there. I'm hoping to make my way to the beach down there. I can see a possible base camp. Down to grabbing my backpack. Ouch! Ooh. Oh gosh. There's my objective. Alright, let's do it. Let's find a way down. Hello chaps, well, tent is up. Base camp has been established. It's on the beach. Had to clear a lot of stones, and the pegs for the tents don't fit into the ground very well. There's just sand under these rocks, so a lot of rocks and sand. So I had to use some heavy rocks to hold the pegs down. Let's have a look at the tent. There's the entrance. Plenty of room inside. Not too many rocks under there. This is the other side. As you can see, I used rocks to hold the pegs down. Fitted another sheet under here. Everything is protected. How about that for a view? Didn't feel too bad. It wasn't too far along the trail this time. A few miles. Right. Let's have a look at the water. It looks rather deep. Right, it's time to collect some water for drinking and cooking. This looks like a good spot. There's a tributary here running down the mountain, so the water should be clean from here. A delicious cup of Gorgie garden coffee with black Gorgie berries. Very healthy. I say, I can see the purple of the gorgy berries in my coffee. Let's try it. Oh, I say, that's delicious. So just in front of me across the river, this is a wildlife area. I don't think anyone ever goes up into this part of the mountain. There are one or two trails, but very few, and they're very steep. So I imagine there are quite a lot of animals there. Further in this downstream is Chatian Shan Nature Reserve. They say they have 23 different mammals there. It's quite staggering. I can't imagine what they all are. I know they mention monkeys and deer, goats, and even some other animals like the Formosan bear, and there is a tiger, albeit a small one. It must be extremely rare, high up in the mountains. I think the bear is only at very high altitudes, not down here at the river. So all of this going on over here in this area, so I think the jungle continues for a very long way into the central mountains. It goes towards Bai Chatian Shan and Nan Chatian Shan, Tamen Shan, the highest mountain I think, and Lala Shan, all not far from here. So the very high mountains of northern Taiwan are within reach, but very inaccessible. So this is my water filtration system. 1 gallon bag of river water hanging in the tree. Soya filter. One hose to the water bottle. And so far we've collected an inch of water in a space of about 4 or 5 minutes. Not very effective really. Blast. What do we have here? Looks just like the ticket to me. Must be time for a snifter. I think I've earned it, don't you? This is a Sesu Light from Latvia. It's a light beer, it says. Not sure if it's a lager or not. Let's see if we can crack it open. Important to have a snifter, isn't it? The world look a better place somehow. Oh crikey. I say, that's a lively one. Look at that. It's been shaken up in my backpack. Oh yes. I say, that's just a ticket. A restorative, as I call it. Restore the spirits. Not that they need restoring, because today's gone rather well. Apart from my friend backing out and the trail being closed. Just a few minor incongruities. All's well that ends well. It's about 5 o'clock. Must be time for a spot of dinner. Let's see what we have. Today, well, this is sesame oil mushroom and with nasi goreng rice. I think I just add water. I'm going to add some vegetables to that. So when it's all boiling away, I'll have a chat to you again. Dinner has taken the turn for the worst. Vegetables somehow ended up with a lot of sand in them. And this rice looks a bit like gravel inside. Dreadful. Hopefully it will turn into something edible after I've added some water. There we go. That could possibly go wrong. Ouch! Oh no, I've lost the spoon. That's gone in. Where is it? Water's bloody hot too. Oh, a spoon will have to stay in there, I suppose. Well, it looks like dinner is ready. Added the rice to the red vegetables and the mushroom sauce. Let's try this out. That's very good. Doesn't look good. I made myself some vegetable soup as well. And the vegetables. Good morning. I think it was raining in the night. It's about 7 o'clock in the morning now. Let's have a look around the oh yes, look at the rain. A few leaves on the top of the tent. Let's see what we can find outside. Looks like a very wet day. Looks like I have some company. Alright, let's get breakfast on. Morning chaps, breakfast is on the go. Let's have a look. Geologically, this must be a very interesting area. Right, so far so good. I say, look what I've just found here. So this is a trail of some sort. Oh, very treacherous trail, I reckon. Climbing up this vertical wall face. Oh, there's the rope, chaps. It's quite sturdy, doesn't it? Seems to be a ridge up there. Oh, what could possibly go wrong, eh? All sorts. Don't think I'll try that. Just investigate the situation. That's astonishing. Seems to be tied to that twig at the top. Oh, chaps, found my way up to a trail. Looks like a very small animal track. Let's go and take a look. Crikey. Hello chaps, I just decided to explore further upstream after my lunch, so let's go and take a look. Well, look at that. This looks rather deep. Sure. Makes a fine river trace. I must come back and do that. Look how deep that water is. Turquoise blue. Deep water. I could go swimming in there. Gracious me. It's really starting to come down out there. The rain is here in earnest. Well, they're putting a dampener on my dinner arrangements. Blah. A dash nuisance. Rightio, I think it's time for a snifter, don't you? Ah, blasted rain. No good at all. It means I have to stay in the tent. So we have the bar beer. It's very popular ale in Taiwan. Let's see what this one's like. Hope it doesn't make the inside of the tent all wet. Oh, I say, very well behaved. Yeah, cheers to your good health. Oh, that was fantastic. It's a very light ale. So as again, I'm on a stony beach by the river. So I put this sleeping pack down here, and then sleeping mattress on top, and blanket to cover that, and a pillow, which hasn't fared very well. Hello chaps. Well, there's been an interval in the rain, so during this time I'm going to cook my dinner outside. We have some lentils here. Mushrooms didn't go in yet. This is shrimp rice pilaf. Right. Oh, we have one of these. Gracious me. The Sesu Light from Latvia. And then at the moment we're preparing some vegetables. Vegetables are in preparation. Delicious. Right, I'll talk to you when the dinner's ready. Lentils with rice and vegetables. Just a ticket. I say I'm rather hungry. It's getting dark now, so after this I'm probably going to retire for the night. As I said, hiking food tastes better when you're out here in the mountains. Certainly reviving. Alright chaps, talk to you maybe in the tent or tomorrow morning. Cheerio. Good night. Good morning. This is day 3 of the expedition in the Fushan area, also known locally as the Taiwan Amazon. Well, it's been quite a cold night. I slept fairly well and there was no rain, so that was excellent. It's quite dry this morning. So I'm just going to have some breakfast here. Some oats and old fruits and soy green nutrition. And after breakfast I'm going to pack up and head up the mountain back to the trailhead. It's been a spectacular expedition. I'll see you when I'm ready to start packing up. Talk to you then. Hello chaps, everything's packed up, the tent is back in the rucksack. I think it's quite light now, maybe 30, I don't know, 28, 30 pounds, who knows. Much better, I feel good wearing it. This is the base camp. No trace left, no rubbish, no tent pegs, no bottles, everything clean, just as we found it. Right, let's make our way up the mountain. Gosh, I'm not looking forward to those ropes. Don't think I have the energy for it. Let's get started. Look at that, found some rubbish that some person has left out here. I'm going to take it back with me in my pink bag. It's incredible, isn't it? Who on earth would leave rubbish in such a magnificent place like this? Hello, I'm back at the trailhead. This is the end of the Formosa Wild Camping expedition in the Taiwan Amazon, as they call it. It's been very tough, but also very rewarding, spending time down the mountain at the river. So I only saw one wild animal, well, not really an animal, a luminous green snake. A little disappointing. Thank you for joining me on this trip, and please let me know what you think in the comments, and if you like what I'm doing with Formosa Wild Camping, do subscribe. So I'll see you on the next expedition. Cheerio.